Before we jump in, you can also check out the free Enneagram guide to healthy teams in the workplace by using the link in the description. Let's start off by talking about Enneagram 1s at work. They are known as the reformer, and this personality type values hard work, self-control, and setting high standards. Type 1s find motivation by being or doing things right and fear being imperfect or perceived as wrong. They're detail-oriented and typically the person you go to when dealing with difficult situations that require accuracy, quality control, and improvement. Their communication style is often polite, thoughtful, detailed, and well-formulated. One should be mindful that they can become demanding because they have such high expectations. If you work with a 1, encourage them to share the perspective openly to help teammates mitigate potential risks. In stressful situations, 1s can begin to feel a sense of hopelessness and can even become their own worst critics. However, when they're secure, they lighten up and are more spontaneous. Type 1s are people of practical action who are always concerned with doing the right thing. They are efficient, organized, and dependable to complete the task. They do things in a professional, honest, and ethical manner, and they have a knack for creating structures that allow for others to thrive. Enneagram 2s are known as the helper. They're positive, people-oriented individuals invested in the feelings and needs of others. They're motivated by being needed and fear being rejected. Their communication style is relational, caring, demonstrative, and supportive. The perceived health of their relationships influence how they communicate with others. They prioritize expressing care and are grateful when others do the same. A thank you with a type 2 can go a long way. Under stress, they can become aggressive, especially if they do not feel appreciated, which can result in them attempting to blame others or to control situations. However, when they're secure, they're more transparent and exhibit creative potential. And they're also able to feel and express their full range of emotions responsibly. Type 2s demonstrate caring and thoughtful behavior and make it a point to be there whenever you need them. They're terrific in roles that require strong people skills, anticipating the needs of others, and social interaction. A Type 2 strength can also surface as a weakness because they can sometimes lack boundaries, losing sight of their own ideas, needs, and priorities. Type 2s are consummate team players, always opting for self-sacrifice over promotion, and they're happy to take on extra work when others are overloaded or in a jam. They are attentive, appreciative, generous, warm, playful, and nurturing, and usually have a large circle of acquaintances because they fiercely guard their relationships. Enneagram 3s are referred to as the achiever. These individuals tend to be ambitious, highly productive, and appear as the symbol of success within the workplace. Hard work, goal-oriented, organization, and decisiveness are trademarks of this type. They are motivated by admiration and are fearful of lacking value to others. Their communication style is often straightforward, efficient, focused, and confident. They like to prepare for meetings to ensure they are clear and goal-focused. It is also important to a Type 3 for others to reciprocate respect and value while communicating. Stress can cause 3s to lose focus and be preoccupied with busy work. However, when they're secure, they are more committed and loyal and find it much easier to identify their emotions and to connect with others. In a pursuit of success, 3s may railroad others in the workplace, become workaholics, and also struggle with accountability. However, they are energized by being productive, achieving success, and avoiding failure. They can also be playful, giving, responsible, and well regarded by others in the community. A 3 has a keen ability to size up tasks and understand the dynamics within working groups. They can also be inspiring and can also motivate other people to excel. Enneagram Type 4s are creative, unconventional individuals within a team and are often known as the originalist. 4s are motivated to express their individuality and demonstrate fear when they're perceived as ordinary. They value authenticity and will stand by their beliefs. Their communication style can be intense, authentic, creative, and empathetic. They have a strong desire to be understood and want to know how others around them feel. They value relationship and connection with others, and they seek to experience authentic feelings and to be understood. This type avoids the ordinary and searches for deeper meaning within their work. When Type 4s experience stress at work, they can become overly dependent upon others and seek for additional assurance. However, when they feel secure, they act on their ideas, practice organization, and are able to use self-control. 4s can be empathetic in relationships, supportive, playful, passionate, and witty. They are self-revealing and can often form bonds with others on the team quickly. They have an innate talent for identifying and expressing a sense of harmony within their surroundings, and they have a gift for helping others to see beauty in the work. They are great teammates to help identify unexpected solutions to problems that others may often overlook. Enneagram Type 5s are known as the sage. They are thoughtful, cerebral types who see and interpret the world through information. They are motivated by a desire to be competent. They strive to be capable in all aspects and fear looking uninformed. Type 5s are independent thinkers and typically enjoy working alone to process and have time to problem solve. They are good listeners, observant, and able to help others understand the truth more soberly and objectively. Their communication style is often brief, professional, objective, and reserved. 5s rely on research, insight, and knowledge before communicating, and therefore you may need to give them extra time before they share their next steps or ideas. They appreciate patience and a willingness to listen to new perspectives when in conversation. Stress at work can cause Type 5s to become easily distracted and disorganized. It can also cause them to detach themselves from the team. However, when they feel secure, they will exude more energy and action, take the initiative, and be decisive. At work, Type 5s are often kind, perceptive, open-minded, self-sufficient, and trustworthy to teammates. They have strong analytical skills and are good at problem solving. 5s can be very helpful when teams need objectivity, clarification, or exploration of new ideas. They are naturally open-minded and receptive to new facts and impressions, discovering new ideas, research, and innovations, especially those that are provocative, surprising, unconventional, or profound. Enneagram 6s are known as the loyalists. They value preparedness and are dependable individuals that you can trust with important decisions. This type is most motivated by stability and fears lacking direction. Type 6s possess excellent problem-solving skills and can thrive when helping to create solutions. They are adept at identifying potential problems and researching viable solutions for the team. Their communication style is inquisitive, witty, logical, and ironic. They prefer to focus on the task at hand and typically are relational in their approach. They also appreciate when others value their input and interpret their concern as a desire for the project's success. Stress at work can cause a Type 6 to discredit their feelings or drive them deeply into workaholic tendencies. However, when they feel secure in their role, they can reframe unnerving thoughts, accept others, and lower their suspicions. 6s are warm, playful, open, loyal, supportive, and reliable. They are cooperative individuals willing to do what it takes to support the team. They value experience and data when considering new solutions or next steps. And when making a decision, they will often look to a book, a leader, an institution, or some reliable source before coming to a conclusion. Enneagram 7s are known as the enthusiasts. They are spontaneous, imaginative, charming people who bring fun to the workplace. They're motivated to be happy and are fearful of experiencing limitations. They have a positive outlook on life, and their enthusiasm proves to be a valuable asset to the teams that they're a part of. They see opportunities others may miss, but can be impulsive and fail to see projects through. Their communication style is fast-paced, energetic, visionary, and confident. They like to keep conversations upbeat. When communicating with them, look for areas of agreement and opportunities to foster synergy. When they feel stress, they can move towards criticism, fault-finding, and narrow-mindedness. However, when a 7 feels secure at work, they're able to accept the good and the bad and to slow their pace and focus. 7s are lighthearted, generous, outgoing, and caring. They enjoy sharing new experiences with friends and teammates. They typically radiate joy and optimism, express childlike astonishment, and experience life as a gift. Enneagram 8s are known as the challenger. These individuals stand up for what they believe in and care about justice. 8s find motivation by remaining in control and fear appearing weak or vulnerable. 8s often emerge as natural leaders within the workplace because they are action takers, but can sometimes overstep boundaries to move work forward, which can cause relational strain with teammates. Their communication style is authoritative, direct, bold, and strategic. They communicate in a straightforward, passionate manner. They're comfortable with debate and rarely avoid conflict. When communicating with an 8, share honestly and openly without hesitation. When a type 8 feels stress at work, they can tend to withdraw and become rigid. They can lose touch of their emotions and ignore signs that it's time to take a break. However, when they feel secure, they become relatable to others, exhibiting warmth and compassion. Type 8s are self-reliant, strong, and independent. They can also be loyal, caring, cheerful, and generous. 8s will take the initiative and prefer to be in charge, to exercise the freedom to choose what they believe is the right course of action. 8s can also often give others a sense of strength through their positive support. They instinctively know when something is off within the environment and do not hesitate when sharing their opinion. This type is often a source of strength for others, wants to protect the weak, and often develop a great sense of responsibility. Type 9s are known as the peacemaker. They are often the mediators of the group and thrive when helping differing parties resolve conflict. Their motivation stems from a desire for peace of mind, and they fear experiencing overwhelming strife. 9s can handle difficult conversations and remain level-headed. They're commonly the person people go to when they need a resolution or a second opinion concerning a pressing issue. Their feelings do not drive them. They have a keen instinct that helps them gather wisdom to share with the group. They're not confrontational, but they can navigate conflict to ensure that both sides feel understood. Their communication style is easygoing, supportive, and diplomatic. 9s are open to others and value their opinions. They enjoy meaningful conversation and appreciate when others are able to reciprocate the same. 9s can become passive and indecisive at work when they do not feel understood. Therefore, if you work with a type 9, inviting their input is a great way to ensure you receive their counsel. When they feel stressed at work, they may experience anxiety and become indecisive. They can also begin to overcommit and doubt their abilities. However, when they feel secure, they're more practical, productive, focused, and confident. Type 9s want to keep the peace at work, connect with others, and avoid conflict. Typically, 9s are kind, gentle, reassuring, supportive, loyal, and non-judgmental. They have excellent listening skills, are objective, and excel at unbiased mediation with the ability to see and appreciate the positive aspects of both sides. The Enneagram does what a typical personality test doesn't by exposing what drives decisions and behaviors. It taps into your and your teammates' emotional intelligence and how you conceptualize the world and conform to one of the 9 distinct personality types. The Enneagram can be highly beneficial in the workplace, helping you better serve your teammates, peers, and clients. The assessment gives insight into each person's perspectives and motivations, which helps aid communication and cohesiveness at work. Hey, if this video helped, please hit the like button and let us know your Enneagram type in the comments. Hey, be sure to grab the free guide to using the Enneagram in the workplace by clicking the link in the description, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.